Mr. Equalizer with this great question. Offensive and defensive starter who we think will lose their spot.
Wow, starter. Well, is Ebron considered a starter?
Technically, he is tight end one.
Okay, that's the most obvious one on offense then. For sure, Ebron.
I would agree.
Defense, I think it's obvious too. Cam Sutton. Like, who else is going to lose their job if you're just going off the numbers? I don't see Minka losing his job. I don't see Edmonds.
All right.
Unless you don't believe in Pierre. I already put him in my breakout star.
For me, offensively,
maybe Chooks. I don't know.
I was going to say, I'm going to go Chooks because you went Ebron. I can see Chooks just because him going to right tackle now. We know they anticipate Banner being that guy at right tackle. He obviously got paid to be the guy.
He might get a shot when he gets back.
Absolutely. Now, we're not saying lose your starting spot in terms of, oh, all right, it's just one game and Banner gets to start when he comes back. No, we're talking about like it's legitimate. That is his job, right? When we talk about Pat taking over for Ebron, it like not Ebron missed this game or they're just punishing Ebron. No, we're talking like he took it and now he is tight end one. Like that's what we're referring to. So for me, I do think I would go Chooks because he's at right tackle right now. I'd go Chooks. I'll probably go Chooks who's at left as well.
Well,
because we said about Dan, like it's one of them situations until proven otherwise, but that's the beauty. He's going to get opportunity. He's going to get ample opportunity to prove it, especially with Banner being on the injured reserve right now. He at least allots him 3 games to change our minds, to prove that, the preseason training camp was just a bad time for him and he's bounced back and he's continuing to improve. I hope that is the case. But if it's not, he definitely is my candidate on offense. And then defensively, you went Cam Sutton. Oh, you dirty little dog.
Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. The more I'm thinking about this is, could he still be starter at slot corner?
He will be. That's how I look at it. Yeah.
He's gonna lose the outside.
But that's but that's legitimate because he is coming in to be quarterback too. If James Pierre, which we kind of both anticipate, regardless if it's week 1 or week 3, we do anticipate James Pierre getting that nod eventually to be cornerback too, and Cam going back to the slot. Then yes, that 100% would equate to that.
I can't think of anyone else outside of...
Even though it's not as negative, though, for that move, whereas when we're talking about Chooks or even Ebron, it's definitely a lot more negative. Better. Yeah.
The conspiracy or the
excuse me,
the sleeper is Tua doesn't get back fast enough and like Loudermilk balls out or something.
Wiley Pipple? Get a little Wiley Pip action.
I don't know if it's Loudermilk. It's
Wormley?
not going to be Wormley. No,
bro,
no,
you sleeping on Wormley,
it's
man.
Not gonna be Wormley.
Why? I don't understand why you don't like Wormley, man.
But we said with Bugs and Mondo, more nose tackle a little bit.
Yeah.
Might be Loudermilk.
Wormley's going to be all right, bro.
Oh, you like him?
Wormley's going to be fine. Wormley's more veteran right now. Isaiah
is going to have that second act to his career.
Just in the sense of, think Tyson, right? Now, granted, Wormley isn't on the same like caliber of player as Tyson, but I think when Tyson was in Jacksonville, he played well, but we never looked at him or talked to him about how he
never lived up to the first round.
Right.
Pick.
Whereas when you put him in this defense with this talent around him, now when you're looking at Tyson, we're saying, well, you might legitimately be the worst of the starting D line, starting front 7. Like, that's a great situation to be in if you're Tyson. And Wormley, he's kind of walking into that same situation. And you watch him on tape, even in that Panthers game where they're going against that starting unit, he's the one that's out there disrupting stuff up front. Like him and Bugs, like obviously Bugs, because he's a little bit more veteran, right? In terms of him versus Loudermilk, because Loudermilk is a rookie. You can just see the consistency, but Chase definitely is the more consistent and fundamental. Loudermilk just has way more potential. I think Loudermilk is going to be the better player. It's just, he got to be more consistent right now when you watch those two guys. But I'm like, Wormley, man, I think he'll surprise some people just because the players around him. He's going to have TJ. Obviously, we talked about Tyson. You got Cam. And if Heisman was doing what we think he's going to be able to do, they're not going to be able to put a lot of attention on Wormley. And he's definitely long enough, range enough, athletic enough to take advantage of that, man. Like, definitely, just to watch him. He's one. Just to watch him, man.
Are you going that far with it?
No, I ain't say that now. Chill out.
Okay.
I ain't going there.
Like I said, just throwing out a sleeper pick because I can't think of anyone else.
I can't Wally Pip my man to it like that either, baby. Just because it's not like the situation is different. situation different. I feel like I can't.
Yeah.
And my personal, like me personally knowing, like my heart hurts for him. I can't do it, bro. Can't do it.
TJ Watt's not getting replaced. Bush isn't getting replaced.
You know what, Highsmith? What about Highsmith? You know, we haven't seen Highsmith play against one. So if Highsmith goes out there and he's not playing well, you got Melvin Ingram. That could happen.
Right.
I don't
Yeah, that's the
anticipate
problem
that
is
at
we
all,
have
though.
him as a breakout star.
Yeah, I don't anticipate
It's the
it
same
at all.
thing I'm saying with
Yeah.
Pierre. Like Pierre, you can make the case for, but if I
And
have him as my
I'm with
breakout
you,
star,
yeah.
I don't see him losing it.
Exactly. I don't think either one of those. I'm a lot more confident in Highsmith than Pierre, just because with Pierre, we know the pass fail is a lot more noticeable out there compared to Highsmith. Like Highsmith, it's going to take us a couple, like if he's just average or even below the line, right? We're not going to necessarily notice that as much.
Yeah.
Whereas with Pierre is 2 deep bombs away from us being over here like, all right, bro. Cam, somebody, anybody, like that's how it is. I mean, shoot, Cam Sutton didn't even get those passes completed on him, and we was over here like, hey, bro, you gonna need to go back to this slot. So that's the only thing, you know what I mean? Like that's the only thing. Like let Diggs, Gabriel, David, let one of them dudes take Pierre up top in the first, and then somebody take him up top in the third. We can be over here like, look, man, I done seen enough.
Why not show up on Monday?
I'm cool, yeah. Seriously, you know that. Whereas for Highsmith, if he's not generating pressure, we're not gonna we will feel it, but we're not gonna be as gung ho because who are the guys that we're gonna be seeing being victims? The back end. We're gonna be seeing those guys catch passes. Whereas with Highsmith, it'll be one of those when we review and we look back a couple weeks like, yo, he doesn't have any sacks. How many QB hits? Like, man, we just need more up front. I just think it'd be different right there.
The thing with Highsmith though is just you mentioned earlier, he has Ingram behind him. Whereas like with Pierre or the cornerbacks, like who we replace him with? I guess Justin Lane.
There, though.
You might be more apt to replace Highsmith with Ingram. I just don't think that's happening though. We're just trying to make up scenarios where it could be. I'm picking Cam Sutton. I think that's the most obvious one.
Yeah, to go from cornerback to See, for me, if Spillane was starting, then I would have been like, all right, I'll go Spillane route, just because I could see it happening. Whether it would have been with Buddy
easily.
Johnson,
if we didn't have Schobert,
right? Even if we didn't, or even when they did bring Schobert, if he wasn't the quote unquote starter day one, they'd been like, all right, that'll be the next one. But yeah, they already made that move, so yeah, dude. I guess we do. So we end with Sutton, but it's not the Sutton. Us settling on him feels way better than how we felt about us settling on Chooks or Ebron. So
I'd rather him be in the slot.
Yeah, we think it's going to be more beneficial for him.